Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Friday, September 1st, 2023. Ethereum developers prepare for a final Dencun Devnet. Vitalik proposes unifying Verkle Trie and state expiry implementations. Gearbox introduces leveraged curve V2 pools, and Aerodrome surpasses $190 million in total value locked. All this and more starts right now. Ethereum core developers are working towards launching one final development network, or Devnet, for the Dencun upgrade. Ethereum client teams agreed to continue addressing outstanding issues in the current Devnet to ensure stable implementations in Devnet 9. After a successful Devnet test, the Dencun Ethereum improvement proposals will be rolled out on the Holsky, Goerli, and Sepolia testnets. Holsky, the most recent Ethereum testnet, is scheduled to be deployed on September 15th. Following the upgrade of all testnets, developers typically initiate a series of mainnet shadow forks, leading up to the final mainnet upgrade. The Dencun upgrade is anticipated to be deployed on Ethereum mainnet by the end of this year. Ethereum developers are also considering executing both Verkle Trees and state expiry implementations in tandem. Verkle Trees, a component of the Verge upgrade in Ethereum's roadmap, introduce a more efficient data structure with smaller proof sizes, with the goal of enabling stateless clients on the Ethereum network. State Expiry, which is part of the Purge upgrade on the Ethereum roadmap, aims to reduce Ethereum's state size by removing historical data that is no longer in active use. Ethereum creator Vitalik acknowledged that implementing Verkle trees alongside a large network states presents complexities, suggesting that it may be more beneficial to implement both upgrades together. Leveraged DeFi protocol Gearbox introduced new leveraged curve V2 pools with up to 8x native leverage. The pools include Trie Crypto, LDO and Ether, CVX and Ether, and Trie Curve. Users can now access leverage with assets borrowed from Gearbox lending pools. Each pool has a $1 million borrow limit and a $5 million max quota limit. There is also a 30 Ether minimum borrow limit to open an account. Gearbox protocol uses an account system that allows users to deposit collateral in an isolated smart contract that can be used to execute leveraged orders in external DeFi protocols. And lastly, Aerodrome, an AMM and liquidity layer by Velodrome, has increased total value locked on Base by twofold. Since launching earlier this week, Aerodrome has attained $190 million in TVL, accounting for roughly 50% of Base's current TVL. The protocol provides LP stakers with Aero token emissions. Users can lock Aero in exchange for vote escrowed Aero, which can be used to vote on pool incentives. Vote escrowed Aero voters are then rewarded with protocol trading fees proportional to their vote. The mechanisms for Aerodrome are inspired by Curve Finance and Olympus Now. Various DeFi protocols have committed to integrate with Aerodrome on Base, including Liquidity, Synthetics, and Yearn. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on Twitter at ETHDaily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Monday.